Hi, my name's Bud Rossick. I'm the facilities manager for Evangelical Reformed Church, and we are here in Trinity Chapel where many meetings are for both Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. 3 Alcoholics Anonymous meetings during the course of the week. In our building, Kemp Hall, down the street, we have approximately 20 meetings a week of Narcotics Anonymous. Yeah, over time, the groups of both Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous have really exploded. When you see a meeting here, you can see how cramped it is. It fills up. This room will fill up with 50 people. A meeting to an individual could make the difference between sobriety and not, and drunkenness that night or not, because they're stressed out. They need to be around others to share, and it's just nice to share about what's going on. And something happens to the individual that just makes them feel a little bit better, rather than no meeting at all.
Okay. I'm Pastor Gene. I'm the senior pastor of Kingdom Gospel Mission. We are Pentecostal. Hold the service in this building. So she just gave us the opportunity through this facility to start the ministry. We have been using the church for 5 months. United Reformed Church doesn't charge us anything, so they give it to us free of charge to start a ministry. Since that day, we have been having a very good time, spiritual fellowship together, as we have been coming to the church with my family.
The expansion will help us because we can gather much more people in that room. We saw the plan and we really support this idea.
Well, Guiding Eyes for the Blind is a breeding and training school for the visually impaired and blind. We need space for training classes for our pups. So when we get a pup at 8 weeks, they have training every week. So we need locations to have that training. Downtown location's great. Our dogs need exposures to traffic and people and sidewalks. Their steps out front are great. It's just wonderful watching them grow and knowing what you're gonna be able to help provide to a blind person. So it's really nice to have a location like the church to come to.
NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Its purpose is to uplift families and friends of those suffering from mental illness. The number of people that are served by us, it could be in the thousands. People that are in crisis, are afraid of what they're experiencing, feel embarrassed by it.
You never know when you're going to have a crisis with your child with mental illness, and it's just very difficult. We really appreciate the use of the space and thank the church very much for all they have done to make this possible.
My name is Shauna Mulcahy, and I'm the Development Director with the ERUCC of Frederick County. The ERUCC of Frederick County is a nonprofit that was founded in 1958 by parents because at that time there were no services for people with developmental disabilities, and we do currently serve both children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
I'm the culinary program manager, and we are developing a program to help people learn vocational studies in the kitchen.
And what's neat about our services is that we follow people through their entire lifespan. So we can follow someone through their childhood until they pass away. So we customize our services for each person. So what that might mean for employment, which is what Scott's helping with. Residential needs are different classes. We help people go to college.
Bud and this church were so nice to let me work here. And when I came here, I really had no idea how much a church is involved in the community. Just the people that came in every day that I met so many people. I learned so many different recipes, from a shortbread recipe from an old Viking book. A gentleman came in and taught me how to make Hoppin' Johns. And there was just so many people in and out of this kitchen and the church. It was I never knew when I fell in love with the church, and it really showed me how much the church is involved in the community and how much the community is involved in the church.
The children's course began rehearsing at this church in 1985. The UCC Church has always invited us to be here. We've been here for all of our 30 years. And in that time, We have never received a bill or been asked to pay to be here. They support us and sponsor us essentially by providing space for us. When we began, we had a small group of about 20 children who met downstairs in the social hall. But over the years, our chorus has blossomed, and with so many children, and our program has become broader to include preschool children, primary school-age children, musicianship classes. We can't just meet in the social hall anymore.
Space is definitely an issue when we're rehearsing. We use almost every room in both buildings on Tuesdays, and the church is so gracious to allow us to use their building, but they know not to schedule any other people or any other meetings on Tuesdays because we fill every space.
All of those kinds of activities go on here too. This church is active all the time supporting the community. It does what churches are supposed to do. It serves the community at every level.
Evangelical Reformed United Church of Christ treasures the space we have inherited from those who have gone before us, and the ways in which our facilities provide a safe space for so many different groups. We know that our facilities are outdated, and our growing congregation and the growing needs of our community require a new and updated space. This project updates existing space and provides greater accessibility while adding over 7,000 square feet for a new community center. As you've seen and heard, all the groups using our facilities have a direct impact on the lives of the citizens in Frederick and Frederick County. Imagine, just imagine how much we will be able to do with even more space. Welcoming others into a welcoming space is who we are as ERUCC. We're growing in faith and we're building in hope. We thank you for your prayers and for your generous support of this project and the journey we are embarking on.